Alright, these are the notes on polygons that were covered in class before we closed. This first page of notes is mainly just information. Make sure you know the names of the polygons. You will make sure to know about convex and non-convex really is not that important. The thing to remember is that for non-convex and convex, the measurements with the angles are the same. But if you're going to deal with a regular polygon, which is right here, there'll always be a convex. Alright, convex is that all the diagonals are going to be on the inside of the figure. A non-convex is that one or more of the diagonals is on the outside. With a regular polygon, it has all congruent sides and all congruent angles. So that's an important thing to remember. When you see the word regular, it means it has all the sides are equal, all the angles are equal. And down here, vocabulary, this is mainly for the area of a polygon. The center is in a center, and it's always going to be a regular polygon. The radius is from the center to one of the points, and then the apothem is from the center down. With the apothem, it always forms a right angle, and it also splits that side in half. Alright, so let's go to the next page. So this one's going to be looking at finding the angles, the interior and exterior angles of a polygon. For all of our formulas, n is always going to represent the number of sides. Okay. So whenever you see n, you know that represents the number of sides. So for all the angles on the inside, the sum of the interior, sometimes I'll just say all the angles were added, and it's just if it doesn't tell you exterior, it's always interior. So the way we find that is by taking the number 180 times n minus 2, again n representing the number of sides. For the exterior angles, so exterior angles are found, I'm going to just draw a little picture here of a pentagon. If I extend each side, the exterior angles are all these ones that are formed when we extend those sides. And for all polygons, it doesn't matter the number of sides. The exterior angles are always adding up to be 360. Now for any exterior and interior angle, so if I take the interior one here with its exterior, the two of them together, if you notice, form a straight line. So the interior plus the exterior will always equal 180. And that's actually a good little trick. Sometimes if you're asked if you can easily find the exterior and you're asked to find the interior, just subtract it from 180. Now this next part is only for regular polygons. Because of the fact that for a regular polygon it has all angles are congruent, we can find the measure of one angle by doing n minus 2 times 180 over n. So just basically taking the sum and dividing it by the number of sides. We also can do the same for the exterior. Since all the exterior angles add up to be 360, we can take that, divide it by n, and that also gives us the measure of 1. This is for each interior angle or each exterior angle. Alright, so let's do some practice. Alright, so suppose that you like to draw a 72gon. What's the sum? The question's asking for the sum of the interior angles. So we have 72 sides, so n is equal to 72. So I just put it in my formula, n minus 2 times 180, and that becomes 72 minus 2 times 180, or 70 times 180. You're going to need a calculator. Alright, so 70 times 180. And that gives me 12,600. That's the sum of the interior angles. And that's all we really need to do. Suppose you like to draw a regular 13gon. What's the sum of the exterior angles? Well, we just talked about it. All exterior angles are always the same, and that is 360. We don't have to do anything. So just The key thing on these guys is read the question to know what you're being asked to find. Are you being asked to find the interior angles, the sum of them? Are you asked to find the sum of the exterior angles? Are you going to be asked to find the measure of one interior angle or one exterior? So underline the part that you're being asked to find. All right, number 3. This will also be where you're going to be given a shape and you're going to be asked to solve for x. Step 1 is to find the sum of the interior. So I count the sides. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So that's n equals 5. So that's 5 minus 2 times 180. And that's going to be 540. 2 is to write an equation equal to the sum. Alright. So I'm going to take each of those angles and I'm just going to work around clockwise, and I'm going to say x plus 48 plus 2x plus 2x minus 15 plus 125 plus 3x minus 5 equals, and that's where the sum comes. All those are the angles on the inside, and now we add them up. Combine like terms. X plus 2x is 3x, plus 2x is 5x, for another 3x is 8x, and use our calculator. 48, hold on, so 48 minus 15 plus 125 minus 5, and that's 153 equals 540. Solve for x. Minus 153 and I get 8x equals 387 divided by 8, and x equals 48.375. Okay, that's it. That one's done. Alright, next page. Alright, find the number of sides of a polygon whose interior angles, okay, so there's it, whose interior angles when added, so that's the sum of the interior, will be 6,120. So take our formula for the sum, which is n minus 2 times 180, and we're going to be working backwards. Because we know it equals 620, we want to find the number of sides. The easiest way to do this is divide by 180. And I get n minus 2 equals 6120 divided by 180. And that's 34. Add 2 to both sides, and n equals 36. Alright. Number 5, a regular polygon. Okay, so that we know the regular polygon is the one where all the sides and all the angles are equal. Has an interior angle. So an means one interior angle measuring 160. How many sides does it have? Well, we could take the formula for finding the measure of one interior and work backwards, but that one's going to require more work. You have to cross multiply and you have to solve. An easier way is to remember the other option I said is that if an interior plus an exterior angle always adds to be 180. So an interior angle plus an exterior angle always equals 180. So if I know my interior is 160 plus my exterior has got to equal 180, that gives me x equals 20, and that's my exterior angle. Now you're probably thinking, why do I want that? Well, I know that the sum of all exterior angles is 360, so 360 divided by 20 is going to give me my n, and that's going to be 18. Okay? If you're given an interior angle, usually it's a lot easier to find the exterior and divide that into the 360 to get the number of sides. Alright, next one. A regular polygon has an exterior angle measuring 15. Okay. What's the measure of the interior angle? So we're looking for the interior first. Well, we already did something like this, so I'm just going to take 15 plus my interior equals 180. So x equals 165. How many sides does a polygon have? Well, we just did this as well. To get the sides, we're going to take 360 divided by 15, and that is 360 divided by 15, and that is 24. Okay? All right. So that's it for the angles of a polygon. I'm going to make another video for the area of